Whoa, it's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. Here at home headquarters, working on a little art, kind of capturing this vibe. People seem to really kind of dig this. They're flying off the shelf. I get it though, man. It's all about balance, and I kind of dig making them. Actually, at first I was just running an experiment, but now I'm making them. But that's not what I'm making the video about. Most of the surfers out there know what I'm going to talk about is Kelly Slater's new wave. And for those of you who aren't surfers, what's going on in the surfing world is Kelly Slater, the champ, has basically completed his project where he's made a perfectly peeling surfable wave in a swimming pool, for lack of a better words. And it's been an ongoing quest of surfers for some reason to create an artificial wave. I get it, I understand unlimited surfing potential, and I have a couple different feelings about it. I mean, on the base level, like, wow, pretty radical. He did it, man. He finally made the world's first perfectly surfable, tubing, rippable wave on demand with the flip of a switch. So there's a couple levels here. On the first level, as a surfer who loves the ocean, I think it might actually help reduce the crowds out in the water. People are like, huh, it's going to bring more people to surfing and stuff from all sorts of places that don't have waves. Well, the way I see it is most of the people I can see in the water are essentially hula hoopists, trendies, if you will. They're trying to catch a wave and be part of the trend because they want to surf. But they would be super stoked to surf in a mall as anywhere, because there really isn't this thing about going out and challenging the ocean. There's a whole segment of us surfers that it's all about like one-on-one interface with the uncontrolled reality of the ocean. The danger, the uniqueness, the randomness, the difficulty level of it all. But a lot of surfers, they just want to basically be skateboarders on water. And I think that the Kelly Slater's artificial wave, if it catches on a worldwide level, might reduce the pressure on a lot of surf breaks, because now they can just go surf at night at the mall. And good for them, man, because there's a real vibe. If you're not a surfer, and if you are, you know what I'm talking about, is most of the surfers in the water just, they wouldn't care where the wave is, because it has nothing to do with that being in nature. It has to do with like moving their board around. But that also gets me to where I think that the other side of that is like, what is the human quest to take everything that's natural and make it into something artificial? What is with the mollification of everything? Why does everything have to be turned into something artificial, right? Like, once again, the plastic nature of humanity wants to try to outdo Mother Nature in the perfection of God and stick it into a shopping mall. And it's all a money venture, right? It's all about money. It's all about a state of lack, right? There's not enough surf, so we have to create artificial waves. And again, man, like, I'm into like science and technology, so I think it's a super cool thing. I'm mixed about it, right? But also going back to that thing is like, are we as a surfing community embracing artificial waves, setting ourselves up for the degradation of waves that exist in the ocean, right? Like, will developers and stuff say, hey, look, man, we're going to destroy your perfect Point Break and put a marina there, but we're going to offset it with an artificial wave 10 miles inland. You say you don't want to let this piece of land be developed because there's a surf break here and it's heritage and that whole thing. Well, we'll just build you an artificial wave, and there's your wave, surfers, and go shut up. because what we're facing on the global level is a lot of pristine places are threatened with development, and the only thing that's blocking them is surf potential, because there's money to be made on surf spots, right? So if they can offset that surf spot, which is if you check out what's going on here in the California coast, if, for example, the Edge is building his giant mansion on an undeveloped ridge, but he's offsetting it with money. And here, I'll give you some acreage so I can put my house where there is nothing, right? It sets up a paradigm where places like, for example, they're having a big battle to save Kira from a dredging operation around the corner that wants to be a marina for huge cruise ships. Well, could that cruise ship developer and those city councils and stuff go, all right, we're going to destroy Kira, but we're going to essentially make an artificial Kira inland, and you surfers piss off. There's your wave. Go surf it. It's over in that swimming pool over there. There's that kind of vibe that alarms me most of all. Once we start going artificial, we can say that they can destroy the natural, right, for their own and they get to charge on both ends of the spectrum, right? So there's that kind of vibe. And then the other thing, which I don't think people are catching on, is what is the energy output to create an artificial wave? Like, I was looking at the thing, man, there's gotta be some huge amount of energy being used to create that perfectly artificial wave in a swimming pool, whether it's electric, whether it's some sort of, the power is coming from somewhere, because the
Go solar, bro.
The one clean part of the surfing world, and surfing is a toxic activity. I'll be super
Whoa,
clear, from the
bro,
wetsuits to the surfboards, to the cars we
easy.
drive around. But the one clean part about surfing is the waves are generated by Mother Nature, so there's no actual carbon footprint. If everyone wants to talk about global warming and the carbon footprint and all that nonsense, well, here you go. What is the giant carbon footprint of Kelly Slater's artificial wave? No one's going to ask that question right off the front, but I'm telling you, man, those waves ain't for free, right? And if you're concerned about the environment, is Kelly Slater's artificial wave a huge blemish to the environmental movement of trying to protect Mother Earth from overusage of toxic realities, right? Surfing itself is a filthy sport. From all the resin-based, petroleum-based surfboards and wetsuits and cars, like, dude, don't even get me going about, Patagonia's trying to break free of that mold by making less toxic wetsuits, but every surfboard you see is made from an unsustainable product, unless they're those dudes making them out of wood and stuff, but those are few and far between, man. Few and far between, dude. Infinitesimal percent of surfboards in the water. So I think we're at this weird crossroads in surfing. It's like, where is it gonna go? Because let's be clear, dude. The artificial wave is not a project being undertaken because it's a benevolent project. It is about straight up making money off of surfing, man. So you can get all gloried out about, oh, that's so rad. I go, not so much, man. I think it's a Trojan horse, man. I think Kelly Slater's artificial wave is secretly just another way to dig into our pockets and turn surfing from a natural activity into some sort of money-based cash machine nonsense, dude. And I'm a vocal person who says the surfing industry deserves the big giant middle finger, and most surfers deserve 2 middle fingers. So I don't know, man. I don't know what Kelly Slater's up to with the artificial wave, man, but we'll see, dude. But I think the benefits of it aren't gonna outweigh the detractors of it, man. I get it. It's a neat concept, man. Every surfer out there has always dreamed about it, always thought it would be a cool thing, but it's here now. Pandora's box has just showed up. how much clean water is going to get used for these artificial waves, right? What's the water footprint of it? I think the big thing is what's the energy imprint and what's going to happen to natural waves that now can be offset by developers claiming, dude, and you know what the irony is? I bet the city of Malibu ends up with an artificial wave before we ever get a skate park. Skaters have been surfing artificial waves forever, dude. Right? That's funny. I'm wearing this shirt, man. Skateboarders rule. Surfers suck, dude. I don't know about Kelly Slater's wave, but it's neat looking. I gotta give it to him, man. There's a part of me that if I was at the thing, I'd be out there shredding it, man. I'd be into it. I'd go ride it all day long. But I don't know, man. I think we're at a once again a crossroads where human beings think that their ability to create artificial things way outweighs the universe and God's gift of natural. So more artificial versus more natural. I don't know, man, but all you guys who just rather surf at a shopping mall with high wattage lights, it's coming for you. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Get out of the ocean, go to the shopping mall, and leave the rest of us alone, right? Hey, don't forget, if you want to support this channel, support the dream, here's some marketing. I have t-shirts, the illusion the universe will provide, right? Ain't buying into the status quo. That's right. And the secret to perfection is in Perfection t-shirt. That's on my Big Cartel site. On my Etsy site, I've got art, upcycled wood frames, custom made. I've got illusion art. I got stuff for you to buy, put on your wall, put on your body, and support the dream. Thank you. Links down below.